What's going on, guys? It's the Wall Street Kid here, and today we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons traders fail and why they continue to fail and why they don't fix it. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's the Wall Street Kid here, and today I'm coming at you with another video. Top 3 reasons that traders fail and why they continue to fail. And I'm here to help you, with all your trading needs, anything you need, any questions you may have. That's what we're here for. Well, that's what I'm here for. Is try to help people trade better and try to help you become a more effective trader. So let's jump into the top 3 reasons that traders fail, or in my opinion, why I see a lot of traders fail. I've been trading for a while. I love trading. I love the volatility it gives you. I love how it lets you can travel the world, you can trade. I have another video that I'm going to be doing about the best places in the world to trade. But if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. So let's jump right into it. So the number 3 reason that I see that traders fail is basically comes down to this. You have your top 3 reasons. Number 3, it comes down to a EOD principle. It's easy to remember, and we'll start out with number 3 and work our way up. So the number 3 reason, or the top reason I see that traders fail and they continue to fail, is they don't do the due diligence. So the D stands for the due diligence, or the homework part of the trading. Too many times I see people come in here and they have like almost like a lottery ticket mentality. You know, they want a quick stock pick. They want somebody to just throw them a stock pick, and people trade off of that. You know, they read something, they read a newsletter, they see something on the news, and they just buy off of that mentality, and they think that it's going to be like a quick pick, kind of like a scratch off lottery ticket mentality. I'll just get this, I'll buy this, I'll sell it, I'll make my money. And then this comes down to the D of the EOD. They don't do their due diligence. They don't do their own homework. They don't spend time reading the stock charts. They don't spend time making watch lists at home. They don't do any of that. And basically, I see a lot of people who fall into the D part of this EOD mentality, or this EOD equation. Is they just take things that they've heard, or just something like that. It's just more of a quick way to make money. And sadly, most people go into trading like this, and like the old saying goes, you can't get something for nothing. So you have to spend time doing your own homework. I encourage you to do your own homework. I encourage you to read stock charts. I encourage you to make nightly watch lists or weekly watch lists. Or if you don't like to make a watch list, I encourage you to either watch one stock. Sometimes making watch lists can get overwhelming, and you pick up about 2 or 3, 4 stocks a day, and then after the end of the week you have 20 stocks that you're watching, and it just becomes overwhelming. So one of the things I've done, definitely when you're overseas trading and you have to stay up overnight, is I tend to just look at 1 or 2 stocks and wait for those stocks to really make a play. And it's more of a slower play. One of my mentors said it's more like a sniper mentality. You're not out there just with the machine gun. You're just waiting and waiting for a good play. Then you clean up on that one play. So this comes down to your D mentality. If people don't do their due diligence, and that's the number 3 reason I see a lot of stock traders, a lot of newbies lose money, because they're not willing to do their own homework. They're not looking at stock charts. They're not doing anything by themselves. They just go off of what somebody heard. They go off of some newsletter, or they go off the hot tip mentality. All right, so the number 2 reason I see traders lose money and continue to lose money, and this is big. This could even also be number 1, but these two go interchangeably almost. The O is for overtrading. Overtrading. Bad handwriting. Overtrading. I see too many traders come into, they start out, or they're even newbies or veterans, is they overtrade. And one of the reasons people overtrade is they get greedy. They start out in the morning, they make the money, and they think, oh, that was simple. This stock did what I thought it would. You know, sometimes people will make money off their first, the initial open of the stock market. You know, on the morning bell, and you know they make their $100 a day, which is common. That's usually a pretty attainable goal. That's pretty like a goal that people try to go for. It's like $100 a day, and then they get greedy, and then maybe they'll look for like a stock that's bouncing like. Here, they bought here, and it went up here, and they sold it, and then it went back down. They're like, oh, I'll buy again, and it'll go up, and I'll make more money, and I'll buy again and make more money. And they kind of do that. And what typically happens is they make their money really quick in the morning, within, you know, first 15-20 minutes, and then they overtrade, and then they go back and try to trade something else, or they're sitting there at their computer all day, and they see something else they like, and then they try to trade that. And what typically happens, you can either, probably almost 90% of the time, is people end up giving their money back, and they end up actually losing money because they overtrade. What I'll do is I'll say, if I'm going to make $100 a day, $200 a day, if I make $100 a day, if I make 80, if I get up in the morning or at night here, I'm overseas. If I get up and I trade, and I make, so my goal is $100 a day, I make 80, I'm done. I'm not gonna sit around. I'm not gonna look for it, unless it's like a stock I've been watching for a long time. I know it's a play coming up. Then I would typically wait for my sniper shot, my golden shot. But typically, if I make anywhere close to my goal, I'm done. Done. I don't care if it's the first 5 minutes. I don't care if it's the last 5 minutes of the market. I'm done. I shut the computer down, I go walk, I leave, I do something. But I just make sure I don't look at my computer, because I guarantee you, we've all fallen into the O of this, which is the overtrading. You want to keep making money, and I guarantee you this is what people do, is they shoot themselves in the foot, because they always give the money back. And there's really no wealth gained in the stock market. You know, it's all really exchanging hands. So you're changing this person, you traded for this, then this person, so you're basically just trading wealth. So it's not like you're really making wealth. You're just exchanging it back, and typically you're going to end up giving it back to a better trader than you. You have to look at it kind of like a video game mentality. I wish more kids would take a hold of this instead of playing Fortnite for hours, and use stock trading as a way to preserve and get, or actually to attain money, or anything like that. But they don't. They'd rather play. But hey, there's people who make $3 million, $4 million a year playing Fortnite. But hey, who am I to say? All right, so that's the number 2 reason that I see most traders either lose money, or they fail, or they come in and they start trading and they get frustrated very quickly, is they try to overtrade and they don't do their own due diligence, which leads me to my number 1. In my opinion, this is the number 1 reason stock traders, people lose money or don't make money in the stock market, and that is emotions. Emotions. This is huge. This is probably the number 1 reason, and you can even say that emotions and the E and the O go together. The emotions that people put into stock trading is insane. People get their emotions involved. They buy a stock, and then it goes down past where they said they were going to sell it. They do like a mental stop. Oh, if it goes down to here, you know, I bought here, and if it goes down to here, I'm selling. And then they do a mental stop. They'll say, oh, I'll sell, but then it keeps going. And they're like, oh, well, it'll come back up. And then they start to panic, and they start to get this emotions involved, and they start revenge trading. You know, maybe they sell it here, and then they go, oh, okay, well, I got to get back in so I can make my money back. And then they start freaking out, and they start getting their emotions involved, and they got to make their money back. They got to make more. They got to revenge trade, or they start getting panicky, and they start getting, or they buy, and you look. I don't care how long you've been trading, your emotions are always going to get involved. It will die down as the more you trade. At first, when you start trading, I remember the first time I started trading, it was like, $25. I buy something that's like $25, and it goes down to like 24.87. I'm like, oh, I'm down 12 cents, 13 cents. Oh boy. And then it'd go down, and I remember just watching the stock when I first started trading, and any movement, I was just, and it'd go down, and I'd go, I gotta sell. Or it'd be the opposite. I wouldn't tell you that. It would go up just a pence, and I'd be up $2 or $3. I'd be like, it's gonna keep going. Or even if it hit my target, I'd go up to $100, and I'd make my $100. I'd be like, ooh, I bet it can go higher. And then when I'm telling myself I'm supposed to sell at 100. I've made $100. I made my $100 a day. Whatever your goal is, according to your account size, according to how much money you're trading with. Just for starters too, you should never take more than 10% on one trade. So if you're trading with $1,000, one trade should be about $100. So you need to look for stocks that either buy smaller shares, portions, or buy cheaper stocks. The problem with bigger stocks that are higher in cost is you don't have any leverage because you don't have enough shares, and it's really hard to make money. But good rule of thumb is never take more than 10%, or stay around 10%. If you're really feeling sketchy or really ballsy, you can go for 20%. But even top-notch traders don't go past 20% unless you're just a go-it-all. I've seen guys go 50% of their account on one trade, and that's just insane. But emotions is the #1 reason I see people freak out. They get their emotions involved and they get greedy. They think, oh, I'm here at $100. I've made my $100 today. Oh, but I wonder if it'll keep going. Oh, it'll keep going. And then it starts to go back down. They'll say, oh, well, I'll sell when it gets back down to this 100 mark, because that's where I was going to get out. And then it keeps going, and it keeps going. And they're like, yeah, but maybe it'll go back up. Maybe it'll go back up. And what typically happens is it breaks here, and they do here, and they go, oh, I'll get out. And then they're like, it'll go back up. And they end up down here, and they may take like, a $25 profit where they could have got out up here and made that 100. But, that's typically what happens. So I hope this helps you. This is the EOD formula by the Wall Street Kid. Emotions, overtrading, and doing your due diligence, your homework. Remember these when you trade. Remember, if you're trading and am I just emotional right now? What's happening to me? Is it just my emotions? I shouldn't be in emotions. This is why you have written out. I tell people to write things out. Like, okay, I'm gonna buy the stock here. If it goes here, I'm gonna sell it. If it goes down here, I'm gonna sell it. If it goes up here, I'm gonna sell it. And typically, you portion that out. So, okay, if I'm negative 1%, 2% of what the support is, if it goes down past 1%, I'm selling. And you have all these guys that say, oh, well, this is just, it's gonna go down and it's gonna go back up, and they're just weeding the sellers out. And that's true. The market makers will push the stock price down because they know people are down here, and they'll sell down here, and they'll push it down a little bit further and bring it back up. That's typically what market makers do. However, you have to just learn to sell off of 1 or 2%, or just a 1 or 2% negative, or selling off of whatever the resistance is or whatever it is you said you were going to get out, and you just have to stick to it. Same thing when you're buying or when you're selling up here and you're making a profit. You either sell, I tell my friends, I tell them take profits early. You'll learn to take profits early. Too many people get too greedy and they don't. I've bought stocks where I felt sick about how much money I've left on the table, but I've also felt good because I actually took home profit. When I was young and dumb and trading, I made a lot of mistakes, and I still make mistakes today. I make all kinds of mistakes. So I hope this helps you. Hope this helps you guys who are trading. Hope this encourages you. I have a lot of other videos that talk about trading, the types of trades, the 4 types of stock trades. How do you want to position yourself? So I hope that you like, comment, or share on this video. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Send me some questions or feedback. I really want to encourage traders to trade and make smarter, better trades. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm the Wall Street Kid. Thank you so much.